All right, what's up, guys? My name is Carson Kinross, and this is another episode of Eating Out. Today we are eating out at Jack's Wood-Fired Pizza. Go ahead and give it a look right there. Located in Logan, Utah. They're a fairly new. They opened up within the last 15 years or so. I want to say 2007, 2009 area. They're rated #1 on TripAdvisor. They are known obviously for their wood-fired pizza. Let's go ahead and give it a look. There it is. Really, really thin. I like most wood-fired. And to be honest, I'm not a huge wood-fired guy. But, you know, I asked my fans what they wanted to see. Narrowed it down to a couple. And it was a consensus, unanimous, Jack's Wood-Fired Pizza. And I'm not a huge wood-fired pizza guy. But, you know, I had to give it a try. They are ranked #1 in Logan for pizza on TripAdvisor. So if I'm going to be doing pizza reviews, I got to check out the #1 rated pizza joint in Logan, Utah. And, you know, don't really have much more else to say. Last week we tried the Factory Pizzeria, also here in Logan, Utah, and gave it an 8.0. I'm excited to see how they compare. And yeah, let's just go ahead and give it a bite. And also, I normally get just pepperoni pizza. I mentioned that on last week's episode. We aren't vegetarians around here. We like meat on our pizza. But they had a pizza called the Plain and Simple that had sausage and pepperoni. And you know what? Rules are meant to be broken. It sounded good to me. I had to go for it. But anyway, first thing I noticed, this is not greasy at all compared to the Factory Pizzeria and Frederico's Pizzeria. They were, both the prior pizzas were a little greasy. This is not greasy at all compared to them. It's a little floppy for me. I like a little crisp pizza. Really floppy. It's really, 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 really thin, to be honest with you. Looks good. One thing that I would like to, you know, let you know about, there's a huge red flag, negative point for me, is I had to call them 3 times for them to finally answer. And nothing pisses me off more than having to call a restaurant that I'm trying to give my money to multiple times to finally get an answer. Granted, you know, one of the times was before their technical opening hours. You know, I'll give them a slide. They opened at 11:30. I called them at like 11:25, and then again at like 11:31. Neither of those times they answered, and then finally called them back at like 11:40, and they finally answered. And yeah, so pizza review, Friday food review. It's about noon on February 12th. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Lots of flop. Plain and simple pizza. Here it goes. All right. No, that's good. That's good. I usually don't like wood-fired pizza because all you get, in my opinion, usually from wood-fired pizza is, you know, ashy, smoky, burnt pizza, and that's not what you get here. You can really, really taste that Italian sausage, that pepperoni. It's got a good kick to it, a little spicy. Really solid pizza, though. You know, that flop, that's kind of annoying. The fact that they didn't answer my first 2 calls. You know, and hey, I'm leaving that out of this review. I'm going to try and leave that. This is a pizza review, not a hospitality customer service review. So pizza review, good pizza. And also, you know, speaking of breaking the rules, I mentioned last week we're only going to do 1 bite. How can you properly rate a pizza with a 1 bite? You know, so my buddy Braxton, if you watched the previous video, mentioned he wasn't going to do 1 bite, and he made a lot of good points. And you know what? He's got a good point. How can you properly rate a pizza without getting the middle, the crust, the edges, all that? So we are going to take multiple bites of the pizza so we can properly rate it. Initial bite was good. Good kick to the spicy and the sausage. Anyway, here's a crust bite. All right. That's good pizza. That's good pizza. All right. Toppings, flavors, sauce, really solid. Hate the fact that it had, you know, it has decent amount of crunch, but you've seen the flop on that pizza. It was floppy. It was flaccid, if some you may call it. It was, you know, it was all right. Really thin. Not ashy, not smoky like a lot of wood-fired pizzas. It's got a lot of spice though. Maybe I should have just went with the pepperoni like I normally do. But all right, where would I put that on my pizza scale? I had the Factory Pizzeria ranked 8.0. I had Frederico's rated 7.1 or 7.2. Oh man. So the ingredients, the flavor of this pizza is better than the factory. The flaccid and texture is not as good, you know, on this. So would I rather have this or the factory? This or the factory? This or the factory? You know, I think I would prefer the factory. So this is, and I do have this above Frederico's. I would give it that. Frederico's is not good. So this is in between a 7.2 and 8.0. You know, I'm feeling lucky today. Let's give it a 7.7. That is your food review for today. Be on the lookout for next week's episode. We are, you know, a little sneak peek. I didn't want to give away too early, but we will be going to we're going to be going to Maui, Hawaii, and we will be giving a food review next Friday. It'll be in Maui, Hawaii. So drop in the comments below if you have any suggestions on what food we should try. It doesn't have to be pizza, but any food review, any good pizza place, any good food joint that I have to see in Maui, Hawaii, or try in Maui, Hawaii, drop it in the comments below. And 7.7, that is my pizza review. Thanks for watching.